Welcome to the top of Google. I'm doing searches for Atlantic City drug arrest, and we've got MERP law number 1 with a 4-day new blog post. Atlantic City drug charge from traffic stop to a subsequent arrest. Probably because this person didn't handle themselves appropriately, because they don't have a lawyer friend. Now, that being said, we've got MERP number 1 in AI citations. Boom, Melissa Rosenblum. Her name is literally spelled out in all its glory. The next citation is the freaking Atlantic City Police Department and their Facebook page, and the next citation is the New Jersey courts. So Melissa Rosenblum is on top of the Atlantic City Police Facebook and on top of the New Jersey courts system for information about Atlantic City drug arrest, Atlantic City traffic arrest. Largely because she's been an authority on those topics in court, winning cases, being active in bar associations for her career, ever since she hung out her own shingle. So would we get the same results with an attorney who's been doing family law for their whole career and said, I need to start doing criminal, let's write about traffic arrests and drug arrests in Atlantic City? No, it wouldn't work. In fact, that's not a client type we would take. It's counter to what works here, what's ethical here. You know, if you truly wear the hat in real life, this is about representing it, not just on your website and social, but making sure that's architected in such a way that it projects out into these AI overviews on topics where there are AI overviews. So you'll notice Melissa here, and then Melissa first in SEO. And then in this result, there is no AI yet. Atlantic County drug arrest. It's just Melissa at the top of SEO. If and when an AI result emerges with a summary, which I assume it will, you can expect Melissa to be cited at the top again. And that's the same case with this example for Atlantic City drug arrest. She's number 1 in SEO now out of the gate. As AI summaries proliferate, we can expect she'll own real estate in the AI summary for Atlantic City drug arrest as it emerges. Couldn't be happier with this. Helps that Melissa had a blog that was fairly sort of active for a few years leading up to this. Her content was brief, but it was substantive. It wasn't like, hey, we're running a 5K this weekend. It was about drug arrests. It was about assaults. It was about disorderly persons. It was about these are her wheelhouse in the courtroom in Atlantic County. So for us to represent Melissa is like going up to the plate with a loaded bat. And that's literally how we pick our clients, by the way. If they are the person with that authority, we can genuinely accelerate their process, and the nature of their true local authority accelerates our process. So, gosh, we love that. And here it is. So who I'm going to share it with? I know I'm going to share it with the MERP crew. We're looking at social post support and social post scheduling, social post content approval in support of long-form articles that have been posted directly to the draft section of a client's website. So in this example, the client is not copying the blog post article content from this dashboard into their site, because our system fed it directly into their site once we approved it. Now, it's their job to approve it as the lawyer before they publish, obviously. And then there will be other versions of this where clients do that step as well. Maybe they've got a GoDaddy website that doesn't take a feed, but it has a blog feature, so it's perfectly workable with us. But they'll simply have to take it from the dashboard here and then place it into their GoDaddy blog themselves if it's not something we integrate with, but we integrate with most legal blogs. Anybody's got Justia, anybody's got WordPress. I mean, that's 90% right there. So I'm using our content as an example. If you're an attorney, this is going to be something like DWI, yada, 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 or Will's Trust Estates, yada, yada, yada. And Every version of supporting social content is available right here next to the article. We recommend posting the article and then scheduling social content to support it. Even our smallest service package, each article, each of the 5 monthly articles is going to come with 6 social posts at this point, including Google My Business, X, Insta, Facebook, LinkedIn post, LinkedIn article, website, long form blog article. And so once the article is live on your site, you've got artwork you can multi-purpose across different platforms, Facebook, Insta, Twitter, etc. You've got text specifically for each of the different social channels for your firm. Now, it's a bad, not best practice idea to take the same post and post it everywhere. The AI systems that we're doing this for are smart enough that that's not to your advantage. So we've written a post for all the primary social channels. If you want to repurpose or cross post, we suggest you take portions of a different post and put it somewhere else, not the whole thing. And so if you don't have a social scheduling tool such as Later, such as Hootsuite, such as all those other tools where you keep your social calendar, you can upload all your media, and then you can schedule your posts. If you're doing that, this is super easy to put into that workflow. And in fact, you're the perfect client, and we suggest all our clients do get a social scheduling tool. That might even be an integration that we offer very soon. But the idea that you're going to do 5 or 10 articles long form for your site, each one of those has 6 social posts, all of a sudden you might be burdening a paralegal or your office manager with way more time than they should necessarily spend if you don't get a scheduling tool. For example, Later, I think, is like $19 a month, and that allows your paralegal to log in maybe twice a month, knock out scheduling 2 weeks at a time by going into this dashboard, and as easy as copy and then paste into your socials. So if nothing else, I suppose the point of this video is, as a Jornio client, law firm, it's likely the best idea as we scale not only the quality, but the quantity of your output so that you're really flooding all these different channels with niche specific content clusters on your pillar areas of practice under your primary. They can get through 2 weeks of posting in far less than an hour, even as a novice. And then a couple months in, they'll be knocking out 2 weeks of scheduling in 15, 20 minutes. That's invaluable, as well as the content itself being invaluable. So we don't want to just drop 60 new social posts that are detailed and it matters how you post them and have it be a chore. These social scheduling tools are a really easy way around that.